Okay, we've got a group of students here today working on the Stories of the World project, which is part of the London 2012 Cultural Olympiad. What it aims to do is get young people into museums and into archives to really get up close and personal to the history, handling the objects, handling original books, and getting the chance to do real original research. And the aim of this week's project is that the young people have come into the university archives and they're reading all about British contacts with China, right from 1600 right up to 1800, about the trade with China, European knowledge of China, and the very first British embassies that actually went out to the Chinese court of the emperor. And the end result's going to be roughly a 20-minute drama production, actually showcasing what they've learned to a wider audience, condensing a really complex history that they've researched themselves and turning it into a dramatic or artistic production for the general public. That one's fine, it's a library book, yeah. What McCartney's really was to establish these paintings, he definitely wanted to
he went in with a lot of blindness and he was very arrogant and he refused to bow before the emperor, which is part of the reason why his mission failed.
And he also draws pictures of things what he saw when he was in China, sort of the mannerisms. He makes it look quite weird, as though it's. In fact, he finds it all really strange, and to make them just basically make them look weird.
My name is Stephen. I received an invitation from Matt approximately a month ago about this project. Today, I suggest to Matt that it is for the benefit of cultural exchange. The misunderstanding between people is not only down to language, but ignorance at large.
And today you're going to have free reign over this. You're going to be able to go around the galleries and particularly look at the Chinese collections, building on what we saw yesterday. You get the chance of handling actual original objects, not objects which are handled all the time by schools, but real museum objects which could be on display, and you'll get the actual chance of handling these. Some of them are 300–400 years old, some are only 100 years old. So you'll get a real chance to actually touch this material.
Yeah, we're looking at what the trade consisted of. So this point just tells you that some of the things that traded were ivory, incense, wine, dates, gold, silk coins, and glassware.
Which is a bit more of an extent than usual.
Yeah,
Spices,
we only thought the traded silk, porcelain, and what was it?
Spices.
Spices, but apparently a lot more.
I think they're all very different. This one, the face looks quite cartoony. Something you'd see modern times.
I was listening to about 4
But this one uses bright colours and this one's quite dark. Also shows the differences.
I think it's beneficial more because you can actually feel them and see how people would have handled them back in the day. Like, you can see from the boundary shoes how small they actually are. So you can see, it's like, it gives you, it's more reality. Like, it kind of hits you like how small they are, and it's not just thinking, oh, they were small, you actually see how small they are.
Hi, my name is Xiaoxing and I'm the collections assistant for the Chinese collection at the Oriental Museum. And my position is here to help to do some research on the Chinese objects, the Chinese collections of the museum. And today I'm helping with the Stories of the World program. And I'm just here to assist if anyone has any questions about the objects, such as the iconographies or symbols or any questions about the objects, and I'll be here to answer them.
think they're brilliant. I think it's very interesting to get a hands-on account of the objects, and it gives a different perspective.
Where your strengths are, what things you've actually concluded, actual physical scenes, characters, attitudes, what sort of people these characters will be like, the actual direction of your narrative and what you want to cover and what things you want to explore. And actually start to try to firm up things, and thinking in particular, is there a gap in my knowledge? Like, okay, I remember this John Speed guy, but I don't really remember who he was, and maybe I need to find out a bit more information about him.
I did the Sailor's World journey, and I thought that maybe if we incorporated it, it could show maybe the sailor's point of view in China, and what it was like going there and what it was like coming back.
If I can get that, and I'm sure like he was like these knees, and then someone more than him would have like a four-finger dragon, which showed that he was.
The Chinese had a vision of the English, and the English had this imaginary image of the Chinese that they hadn't met before. I just thought it'd be really interesting to like kind of show like by using a prop or something in the performance.
Okay, discovery.
Our journey of discovery
Began on a Monday morning like this. Okay.
The English created the East India Trading Company.
Big ships covered in guns.
Big ships covered in
We
guns.
need 2 big ships covered in guns. The Battle of Swally, 1612.
Having defeated the Portuguese at the Battle of Swally,
1612.
1612,
The English power and presence in the East is now rising.
the English power and presence in the East is now rising.
But what do we know of the Chinese?
But what do we know of the Chinese?
Chin Chin may sound Chinese, but it's not. We think it's Italian. Our best guess that it means nothing in Chinese. So if you're in China and you wish to see this toast, go ahead.
Which just goes to show, in this day and age, our cultural ignorance is staggering.
Hi, I'm Jack Aswell, one of the media students who helped film their journeys of discovery for Stories of the World. I think what I took from participating in the project was I personally learned something about China and what they brought from east to west, and I really got involved culturally with the rest of the students. I think we did face a few challenges trying to film. It wasn't easy. It's the same with any documentary or film that you do. But I really think that we achieved something great, and I hope that it teaches everyone else who watches it something about what the students learned, and I hope it really brings people together ready for the Olympics in 2012. I hope it really opens people's eyes culturally and broadens their minds.
Hello, I'm Victoria Griffin. I'm one of the Year 2 media students who helped film the journeys of discovery for Stories of the World. I think that what I learnt was the difficulties between maintaining a relationship between England and China, and how much of a change there's been in the politics, the social aspects of it.
Hi, I'm Stuart Ellis, one of the students involved in the Stories of the World project. I think the whole project was a really good opportunity for a student like myself who didn't quite understand the whole relationship between the two different cultures. I think going to the university building and looking at all the different artefacts and meeting Stephen just kind of opened my eyes to something that I didn't know about before.